All right, welcome everyone to the networking meeting. Today, we're going to be talking about the power of follow-up, how to stand out and stay top of mind. But before we go into um, the the topic of the meeting, let's do a little bit of introductions. So let's just go around the room and say what we do, what we offer, and then we're gonna go back and do that again, but except they're gonna have more time. So for now, just do a short introduction. So I'll start. My name is Fernando Lopes Jr. I'm a real estate investor and business consultant, and lately I've been helping businesses with tech solutions that have to do with AI. And let's hear from either Vanessa or Richard.
All right. My name is Vanessa. I'm a mobile massage therapist. I see clients from mostly La Jolla to Oceanside and inland to Escondido or Rancho Santa Fe. I also do something called shockwave therapy in Carlsbad. And this topic is perfect for that because I'm trying to grow the shockwave business more.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Love to learn more about that. Thanks for being here, Vanessa.
Okay. Rich Bakey, Kirkwall Group. We do bookkeeping, fractional accounting and management projects, taxes, and business plans.
Fantastic. Thanks for being here, Richard. All right. So let's go in. I'm going to share my screen here. Let's see. And you guys are going to help me by doing this live, doing this. We're going to learn together, perhaps remember things together, perhaps hear a thing or two that could help you in your business. Let's see, where's the share screen? Oh, that big button in the middle of the screen. There it is. So let's share this one. And let me know if you can see my screen. I'm going to put this out of the way. Can you guys see my screen?
Not
Yes.
yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I can.
No, you can. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So hopefully Vanessa can see it too. Um,
Yes.
all right, fantastic. I'm trying to move something out of the way here, but it's not helping. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna have to type everything in. Oh, there it is. Okay, fine. It's not gonna be bold. Can you guys read that okay, or should I make it bigger?
I'm okay.
You
Yeah, I
okay?
can see
Okay,
that.
okay. All right, sweet. So let's hear from a couple of you here. What what have you experienced? What's your experience with following up? Like, have you implemented anything? Have you gotten good at it over the years? Do you need to improve? Like, what's your experience with following up?
Need to improve.
Need to improve. Okay.
Also, so in trying to grow my business, I drafted a letter, mailed it out to 10 podiatrists, and then totally dropped the ball. So,
Okay.
um, like didn't follow up. I actually had gotten sick and I just felt like the timing, I don't know, just my focus shifted to my health.
Uh-huh.
But I've heard things like little pointers like at least 3 touches and, try to maybe schedule to be in person or lunch and learns. And so, yeah, just all the tips for following up would be great.
Yes. Okay. And you did something that most people haven't done, which is mailing the letter. So congrats. That's awesome. Good for you. All right. So need to improve, mail the letter, 3 touches, luncheons, all awesome. Have you guys heard anything about, say, how many times it takes for a person for you to communicate with a lead or a prospect for them to become clients? Has anyone heard a number?
No, other than the three, at least three. So
Mm-mm.
no.
Okay, got it, got it. And Nathan, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Since you just got here, Nathan, just if you can just say a quick intro about what you do and what your business is, and we'll keep going, and then we'll have more time for you to go in and go a little bit deeper, but just so that folks know what you do and who you are.
Yeah, my name is Nathan Chapman. I'm in Chula Vista. I been into real estate for a few years now. Primarily lending on my friends' deals. Frees me up to do my W-2 job. I work as a nurse. I'm also wholesaling a little bit on the side with real estate, but also helping connect people to capital on my friend's deals. That he's got a lot of volume that he's doing, buying nationwide, primarily using creative finance. So a quick turnaround time, usually 3, 6, 8 months, and making good returns. So that's been helping out me, so I can free up my time. And yeah, I'm just looking into a bunch of new AI stuff that's coming out, and trying to figure out how to enhance my business, and like even get into a new business too. Like I'm about to send out uh, I made a video using, I don't know if you guys heard of Google Veo 3, but they just came out with a new image generator or video generator that uses sound. So I'm literally making a commercial just like for my computer using text prompts.
Mm.
And I'm making that for a laundromat near me. And I'm just gonna send it to all the laundromats near me and say, hey, like, you want to buy this from me? Like, it's a video you can use on your social media, and just kind of a new one of the million new uses of AI that's coming out, and just trying to stay on top of that technology. That's
Oh
it.
man, that's amazing. That's so cool that you're doing that. Awesome, love it. Next question that we asked that Vanessa and Richard already answered. For you, Nathan, how has your relationship with follow up or following up been? Like, what do you think follow up is, and how have you done it or not done it?
Yeah, I'm not great at it. I'm working on getting a good CRM that works for me. Like I'm looking into Airtable right now. I actually have it pulled up on my screen, and
Yeah.
just trying to look at find a CRM that's more compatible with what I do, because I've used Go High Level a lot, and I hate how Go High Level looks. But I'm not great at CRM, so I have no tips or pointers on that.
Yes, yes. Okay, awesome. Cool. Well, in the right place here. And man, you probably know so much about tech because we're going to be talking about tech here. And you don't have to be a techie for what I'm going to cover later. It does, but it does help us by having tech to follow up so that we don't keep rely on memory. So some of you said, you need to improve. Vanessa has mail letters, which is amazing. After you mail a letter to follow up with texting or following up with a call. And what Nathan said, the CRM, the customer relationship management, it's having one. It doesn't matter which one you use, but having one, it's crucial. And I'll just share here. You can choose whichever CRM you use. Okay, I use high level. And for instance, the way you receive the emails and text messages is if you look at your screen. Hopefully, it's not blocking things. Let me see if I can move things out of the way so you can see the entire thing. Um, the way you receive
Yeah.
my emails and text messages is like this one. 1 hour before you get this email, 1 hour before you get this text message, and the CRM has, it takes that code there, the contact first name, inputs and replaces with your first name. So if you're doing this for your business, it doesn't matter if you use high level. For me, I even bought like a franchise with high level, and I turn it into Forever Follow Up. That's my company, Forever Follow Up, but it's built on high level. It doesn't matter which you use. It's important that you have a system and that the system is not based on memory, like human memory, meaning like you have a tech, some type of tech, even if you just use your phone reminders or phone alerts. Okay. Spreadsheets, things like that. Does that make sense so far? Does anyone have any questions from what we covered here?
Yeah, you said you use high level. Did you say that was through Google?
Uh, no. High level, it's a company that sells CRMs.
Oh, okay. So it's
And
a company in itself.
Yes, they sell CRMs and then they sell licenses or franchises, um, so that you can sell that to other businesses. Since my coaching in business, I realized that every client needed a CRM. I just bought a license from High Level so I could create CRMs for my clients. And they don't have to learn this. Like, you could have a VA, a virtual assistant, or a teammate do this part, which is the nitty gritty of programming. And it's less than programming. It's more like fill in the blanks or think of what's appropriate. For instance, to get you guys here for this meeting, I've been using, say, let me see if I can go back to this line here. I didn't send the 7-day countdown. I should have. The 3-day countdown was not sent. It's there. But what was sent for sure was yesterday's. So 24-hour countdown, a 4-hour countdown, then 1 hour, then 5 minutes. So imagine for your business, if everyone who has purchased from you or has been in contact with you, if they had a regular schedule to receive something, it doesn't matter which CRM, but you need to have one. Okay. Very important. So any other questions before I go to the next points on and I can share this doc with you guys here. So I think it's what I'm going to build here for you guys is going to help a lot. So any other questions before I go to the next step?
No.
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 All right. So next, I'd like to create some type of a schedule or an automation timeline. And let's pick, like, who wants me to build something for your business right now? Like, who wants to work with me? And I'll use you as a case study, and we'll build a timeline for your business so you can use one at a time. Okay, let's pick Vanessa, because Vanessa mailed the letters. I want to choose, I want to help her out. So Vanessa, regarding the letters, you already mailed the letters, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you mailed the letters. So what do you think would wow the clients to say, hey, I need to work with Vanessa? What would be the next emotional thing? Not so much logical, but emotional, either, action that they would get from you. What do you think?
I guess I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, got it.
Other than actually like meeting me in person, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so let's put here. So letter sent. And you sent this to people that you want for them to hire you, correct?
Right. Or work with, yes, like refer patients to me.
Oh, even better. So the letters were sent to potential referral partners.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Um, highly recommend working, guys, on referral partnerships rather than your your end client. And I'll tell you a quick story. In my fourth business back in 2007 and 8, it was buying pre-foreclosures, and I stopped advertising because after doing the 80/20 numbers, or the 80/20 principle on my results, I noticed that most of my clients were coming from two sources, and one was a CPA and the other one was an investor getting out of the business. And I saved money on having an office in the busiest intersection of Orlando, Florida. And I got the office mainly for the signage. I was getting less calls on that signage than from two relationships that I nurtured. So referral partnerships are highly recommend you work in that angle. So I like where you're going, Vanessa. That's just wonderful. So referrals from from partners. Now, do they get anything? Are you offering them anything? Do they get, say, recognition, or do they get, say, a boost in something by referring people?
So potentially there's referring back to them, but it would be like a 10, like a 10 to 1. They would refer 10 to me. Maybe I have one to send to them. So it's really a one-way relationship, which kind of makes it difficult to reach out to so many because,
Yeah.
I'm not able to give back to them. And if I'm, in contact with others, it's, they're not special. So what the win for them is that they are able to send their patients to someone where they can't do the, kind of heal them, but I can. So them being the right, like knowing who to send them to next would be the win for them. That their patient would get healed is just not something they're able to do, but I am.
Okay. Got it, got it. So let's see. So they're not the is there promise that the patient will get healed?
I mean,
Or
there's
no?
no
There's
guarantees,
no
but
guarantee.
there's
Got it.
tons of research.
And if the patient was healed, do they lose business?
So, right? I mean, like, is a surgeon gonna send someone to me when they want to do surgery? Like, no, that,
Right.
would be cutting into their piece of the pie.
Okay.
So would they lose business? Not necessarily, right? Like if someone's sending a patient to me for arthritis, no, they're not going to be able to ever heal their arthritis. So, but is the patient going to continue going back to them for their arthritis? No. So I don't think they would lose per se.
Got it.
At least
I'm
I need
gonna,
to sell it that way.
yeah, yes. Here, I'm gonna share a couple things with you. That at the time I didn't know, but then since then there have been studies showing why uh I guess me getting so many referrals, which about 40 properties were purchased from two referral sources. One is a raise in status. The CPA, uh, around 2007, 2008, she was faced with the challenge with people that were behind on payments, that if they let the house go and there was a short sale or you went to auction and the property was sold for less than what the loan amount was, that the borrower would receive a 1099. Is it 1099 or 1099? Basically, they would be due taxes. They would have to pay taxes on the more on the debt that was forgiven. And when they worked with me, they didn't have to, because I would only do deals with banks that would not would promise not to issue a 1099 to the
Mhm,
borrower, and I would
mhm.
also pay for um, a uh, an attorney um, to defend the borrower, because this was in Florida, so foreclosures went through court. So this, when the CPA would tell their clients, "Hey, I have someone that can solve the problem here, so you don't have to pay taxes on the debt. You'll be forgiven." It raised the status of the CPA. Plus, at the time, I didn't know that. Okay, at the time, what I was doing is I was offering $1,000 for every closed deal that I got. As
Mhm.
so, but then looking back, they were proud to share me with their clients. Okay, so think of what types of businesses would get their status raised by sharing you with their clients.
I definitely think anyone I reach out to would feel that way. It's a matter I'm finding of me wording it in a way where they would understand it that way. Especially if I reached out to physical therapists where orthopedics is way out of their scope. So physical therapists seem to be a great avenue for me as well. But yeah, so anyone I send this to would I think feel proud to be associated.
Okay. So then let's go from anyone to say 3. So you said physical therapist. Can you think of 2 more?
Physical therapist, podiatrist, and I mean, maybe a surgeon or osteopath.
Surgeon or osteopath.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can spell that. Osteopath, is that how you say it? Something like that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Um, awesome. And which of these 3 are the easiest for you to get their phone number or email address?
I think physical therapists are um, easier to reach and connect with, and availability for things like lunch and learns. They seem to be more open, more receptive to what I'm sharing.
Okay. Do you like doing lunch and learns?
No, not at all.
Okay, so let's not do that. Let's okay, so let me
But
put
I
here.
mean, it's a great way to actually be face to face because, like you warm up to a person versus just a letter, right? So it is a great way to get in front of them, but you know,
But
not
you
my
don't
favorite
like
thing.
it.
I mean, not my favorite thing to do, but
Okay. All right. Got it. All right. So, physical therapists. Okay, so let's see. Um, what's been the best so far for you to reach physical therapists? Is it a phone call? Is it an email, a DM on online? What, or you haven't started yet?
honestly, it's more word of mouth. As I
Okay.
see patients and I ask who their physical therapist is, then I
Mm.
reach out just directly to that physical therapist. Is how I've done it a couple times. I need to do much, much, much more.
Okay. So then from past clients, you ask them who their physical therapists are.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay.
That way there's the connection, hey, I saw we have a mutual patient,
Yeah.
they said they're doing really well with you, to like, make them feel good about the work they're doing, and, you know, they're really benefiting from this. It sounds like we could, collaborate more, whatever.
Right. Could you connect or introduce me to your physical therapist? So something like this?
Yep.
Okay. Um, got it. And do you have a plan already for your past clients on how to ask this, or would you like me to help put one together right now?
Oh, I'd love to have you help me.
Okay. So for past client, and is this helping everyone else?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see how you could,
Yeah.
kind of get the framework and apply to what I'm aiming for is the path of joy, the path of least resistance, the path of um kind of it should be obvious, but it's not. It's obvious for me because I'm not in your business, but if you are in your business, some things might not be obvious. So I'm looking for the obvious to me that, in my own business, you might see things that I don't see. So it could be obvious to you. So it's just it's not a what I'm doing here is not a big deal. Meaning, it's you could do this for others, but that's what I'm aiming for. It's go for the things that could be easiest and be okay with not working hard. Like be okay with not having to work hard to get a big payday, and be bold to go for the easy, which is letting go of say not one not having to work hard, because I think work hard can get to a point where it's not helping. Okay. So could you introduce me to your physical therapist? So let's say, have you had, say, like how many people are in your list of past clients that you could call, say, today, starting today?
Uh, 50, we'll say.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, so 50. This is awesome. How many people do you want to see? How many clients or sessions do you want to offer a week?
Um, um, hmm, okay, let's see.
Because then, yeah, depending on how many, yeah, so think how many hours do you want to work?
Right, we'll say 6 hours, 2 patients an hour, that's 12 a day. 12 times 5 is 60 sessions.
60 sessions a week.
Yep.
And how many a day?
6 hours would be 12 patients.
Okay. So 30 minutes a patient.
Yeah.
Okay. And 6
Well,
hours.
some patients I see for an hour, so we'll say it's 6 to 12 patients a day.
Okay, so 30 minutes patient. And you want to work a total of how many hours daily?
6,
Got it.
so 30 hours a week. Well,
Okay, got it. Do you need much time between patients? Just
I see them
checking
back to
them
back.
in.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I see them back to back. Receptionist checks them in and does all that. So I really do see them just boom, boom, boom.
fantastic. So you have a receptionist. Do you have anyone else in your team?
No.
Okay, so two. Fantastic. And is she there for the 6 hours a day?
Yeah, but she's also a receptionist for other providers.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So it's a shared
Yeah.
receptionist. Fantastic. Okay. So you want to have about, let's say, 6 to 12 clients a day, which is quite a bit. But it's
It
six
is.
hours. Yes.
And they're not necessarily returning clients, right? You heal a patient and they're gone, and hopefully they give a referral because they're pleased with their results. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's not like continuing clients. I guess that's the same in home sales for the realtors out there.
right. Yes. Yes. So I'm just thinking here, um, how is it possible that you can offer something else to the people that feel better? I mean, I want to say heal because that's just such a great word. Like the people that get healed or heal themselves, you help them heal or you heal them. Like what what could you offer them next after you
So
can give them the gift of
of
like
healing.
of healing? Like that's a big
So
deal.
there is another service I provide, but also keeping them in circulation, like email circulation, reminding them, hey, if you have another injury, hey, if
Yeah,
a family member has an injury, or if they need a follow-up, if they need a touch-up, because if someone
yeah.
has arthritis or osteoarthritis where it's degenerative, then, hey, come back in a year and get that touch-up. So yeah, there is potential to be offering them more.
Right, right.
I think the
What's
page you're typing on, I only see the top now. I don't see as far down as you've gotten. Yeah, there you go.
okay? So I'm thinking here, if what's that? So I'm thinking here, if you can, what's your price point? That's cool.
$177 per body part, so per half hour.
Okay, for 30 minutes.
Yep.
And how many sessions do they get usually?
Usually 4 to 8, but usually 4.
4 to 8 sessions. Okay. And they don't return because they don't have to.
Right.
So they spend about, let's see, 800.
It's
Be
$710
Yeah, so
usually.
710 to 1400.
Yeah, exactly.
710 to 1400. And they get the life back in a
Right.
way that they did. the thing that was hurting is not.
Exactly. They can play golf again. They can play tennis
Mhm.
again.
Yeah,
Exactly. They can go skiing again.
right. So I'm thinking, man, it would be so great if you could offer some type of um something that it's for life.
hmm
Okay, something that's for life. And it could include, it could be even a movement, meaning like a movement. That word, movement, not just of the body, but you are now leading a movement that your clients become part of because they're so grateful. And
hmm
and so if you have that, if you say, one could be the word, let's say longevity. If people want to join your club or your movement of longevity, it could be something like, have you heard the blue zones?
Yep.
Okay, so centenarians around the world living to 100 years old, something like that, where they are members of your club. And it could be something like Costco. Okay, Costco is what, $60 a year, something like that. So they pay the $60 a year, and then they have access to you. And
Mm.
so they have access to you, and then whatever sessions they buy, they pay, just like going to Costco. They still have to pay for the product. But it's more of a mindset, it's more of a tribe, a community, that now they're part of something bigger than themselves. It's not just about healing the pain that they couldn't play with their grandkids, or they couldn't play golf, or I mean, I can only imagine how it could be affecting so many areas of their lives, bathing themselves, even things like intimacy. It So I'm thinking, if you can shift a little bit or expand to community, where like you're leading a community now. It's no longer be, here's some money, fix this, buy. It's now like an identity shift, that I used to be sick or hurt or fragile, and now I'm strong, or now I can live fully. So it's an identity shift that strengthens self-esteem and confidence. And who triggered that? Vanessa.
Okay, sounds good.
And it is, you get to, if you think of being a community where you're the leader for now, that it could get bigger, that you could actually have others help you lead, professionals or big name uh, therapists or influencers be part of it, that you helped start it, but it can become so much bigger than what you thought possible. The reason I'm doing all of that is so that y- you know y- you can start thinking of revenue that's perpetual. And the revenue
Right.
that's perpetual, like Costco, it's, I don't know if it's true, but I read an article that said that they make more money from their membership dues than the sales. And I didn't verify, but whether it's true or not, it's more like Costco is like it's a type of personality now. If you have a Costco membership, you can bond. You understand if someone else has a membership. You buy the same foods. The hot dog is still $1.50. For like 20 years, and includes soda.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you start to sense how, if you want to get to a point where, um, even if you love working 6 hours a day, that you can do that for the next 50 years of your life, because you're strong and healthy, that the business grows bigger than yourself.
Yeah,
And
sounds good. My dentist has sort of this membership, program as well, where you pay an annual due. And I guess the idea is that it keeps down some dues. I don't know. I
yeah.
pay it. I don't even know what the benefit is.
Well, you could totally ask him to mentor you and see if what you can learn from his model.
Love it.
Yeah. So the so regarding following up, once you're living your a business or living your personal purpose and using your business as a way of living your purpose, then you can come up with all kinds of ideas that you just want to you can't wait to bring to your put your referral partners or your clients. So it's not so much like there's a technique to follow up, but if we're following up on a business that it's not it's it's not bringing you life, and it's not life, say, you're not getting invigorated, it might not, people will feel it. So it's good to, let's work on the big picture first, so that then the little things such as the CRM and how often we're going to follow up, that's going to be easier to answer once you are very excited about the offer that you have to your clients, and they'll be like, they'll think like, wow, you're God sent type of
Got
thing.
it.
So what are you taking away from this conversation? I'm curious.
That kind of work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Definitely get a mentor who's already doing the things I want to do, and maximize, referral partnership.
Yeah. Yes. And then for the referral partnership, I want to give you, so let's see, for the therapist. So I'm going to write it on the top here. So it would be a call. Man, this would be, it depends if you want to do this or if you want to have a robot do it. But basically, this would be a call or text or both. So actually, let me put this. So this is a call, also a text, and it could also include a link to a video of you speaking into the camera and say, "Hey, I loved helping you out. You came a long way, and I need a favor. I have a favor to ask." So right, so include a link to your video requesting a referral or requesting an introduction. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then from there, there could be, say, 14 days later, we check in with people that did not uh, to none to people that didn't reply to clients who did not send or make introductions. And then this 14 days later becomes, say, 30 days later again for the people that did become, say, another 90 days later.
Got
The,
it.
the point is that it becomes a forever follow-up. And that's why I chose that for the name of my software, because I realized, man, this thing is forever. It's up to me how what cool things I will follow up with my clients about. And each follow-up is a chance to make a meaningful connection or relive the meaningful connection, which is great for you, the business owner, great for the person receiving it. It's like, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. And then you remind them, hey, remember we worked on this. And it could be something general, so it applies for everyone. But if you have some clients that feel like are specials, you can make are special. You could make special videos for them where you say their name and say things that it's they would know that it's about them. It's not general. So if you feel like you have a client that um, the connection there is meaningful and they can give you a lot of referrals, then you can do a video that's unique and custom.
Got it.
So this help that you can start, with your
Absolutely.
call, a text, a video. You can put this video on YouTube and you just send them the link. And yeah, so this would be one automation or workflow that you can do on, manually, or if you have something like this, like a software, then you can use on the software.
Got it.
Yeah. Cool. Any questions?
But is the software the high level? That's
Yes.
the software.
Yeah, the software is high level. Yes.
Got it.
And yeah, I'll send you links so you can look into it, get a free trial. And
Great. Thank you.
yeah, I have if you don't if doing the the nitty gritty is if you don't love doing it, I recommend working with someone to do that for you. So
Or how would you suggest I get a virtual assistant? What
yeah.
what app or
Yes. So the high level software, they have Facebook groups. They have mainly two actually, and lots of people there. They live in other countries. They in either India or they live in the Philippines, and they know the software in and out, and they're looking for jobs.
Mhm.
So that would be one place. And I can hook you up with that those links. So yeah, I'll send you links for the Facebook group for that.
I know
And
the
then-
high level is your what your franchise, what you're selling, but how else would someone find a virtual assistant if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. So if the virtual assistant is not someone that is versed in the software, just in general, you mean?
Yeah, just in general.
Okay. So then I would ask you what because nowadays you can get like virtual assistants that are specific good for XYZ. Like, what do you need a virtual assistant for?
I feel like to help me with the marketing stuff, whether it's just like typing up an email,
Yeah.
literally like making flyers, like everything I don't have time for and I'm not good at, and I don't want to spend hours figuring it out where someone could do it in 5 minutes. I just want to pay.
Right, right. So then because high level so high level does also social posts. It's an all-in-one software.
Mhm.
So I recommend then using someone that knows high level, because they would also know, say, Canva. Canva is great.
Mhm.
So for instance, I think was last year, yeah, July, I was working with a big client. They were working on a documentary called Biohack Yourself, which then was released in December on Amazon Prime or Amazon Video. And I needed someone who knew how to do reels really well, like Instagram reels. So I went on a high level Facebook and I said, hey, I'm looking for someone that can do that. Not only you are great with the automations at high level, you're also an artist in graphic design. You also know how to do video editing for reels. And if you want, send me a DM and I'll send you more info. Posted, got a bunch of DMs, and every DM I got, I did a copy paste message. Say, hey, thanks for messaging. Here's the video that I want you to test. Like, this is your interview. Here's the video of my client speaking to the camera. I want you just to do like a quick say 10-second of what, it's a 30-second video. What would you do with 10 seconds of it? And do your best work, send it to me. And that's your interview. If you pass it, then we'll talk. And I had, I think, 5 that were amazing.
Wow.
So it's in it's it, you working, it takes sometimes a lot of work up front to set up systems.
Right, of course.
So that's one way of me, applying, that type of mentality, which I got from the book, The 4-Hour Work Week, back in
Mhm.
2007. So, I've been amazed at how far one can go at putting things up front and creating rules and standard operating procedures, and then things happening afterwards that I don't have to touch because the rules up front were so well put that it may take some discipline, but it pays off. So
Mhm.
that's what I would do. And I might even, I mean, I already have those 5 great clients, not clients, that I only hired 2 out of the 5. I could probably dig up, them from my DMs and connect you with them too.
Okay, great, thanks.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Any questions on following up for everyone else here?
I'm good.
You good? Cool.
So how many touches did you ask us the question, how many touches does it take to kind of secure a client? So what's the answer?
Uh, um, it depends. If you are offering something in the blue zone, not blue zone, blue ocean, where there's no competition, which I highly
Mm,
recommend you do. Have you heard that book? Blue,
no,
highly recommend studying that book. It's about w- creating a package that you're the only, well, it doesn't say that in the book, but the way I built upon it is to create a package where you're the only one in the world that sells it.
mm,
And it, if, like, you said a couple of things, you said massage and then you said something else,
shockwave therapy and massage
shockwave
therapy.
therapy. So it's possible that there are other massage therapists that offer shockwave therapy, correct?
No,
No. So you are the only one perhaps in the
I'm the
world
only
that
one
offer
I
that?
know of. Yeah,
Okay, good. Then that's a blue ocean.
got it.
That's a blue
Cool.
ocean. There's no competition. Um, and if you just add one more layer there, something else, then for sure you'll be then so another layer could be, or another filter. You only work with people who dot dot dot, and you choose. So
Got it.
it so between so it could be age, it could be type of injury, it could be location. So just and being okay going exclusive. So it's, remember I asked you a question, you said any, or like it needs to go from any to exclusive.
Got it. Get specific with my clientele.
Yeah. 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 So the number then, yes, for the number, if you are in a blue ocean, then it will be, they'll hire you right away. If you are not in the blue ocean, or if the message is not, yet at that level in linguistics, because it'd be as simple as just choosing different words, then it can be many. It can be many. Some marketing teachers say go where there's competition because for sure you're going to get a piece of the market. And others say go where there's no competition. I like the latter.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. All right. This was great. Any other questions, guys?
No.
Very
don't.
cool.
I don't. I'm good.
All right. So let's go around real quick, and I want you guys to just teach a little bit about, how you how you help the client, so we can all get a better understanding of like who a perfect referral would be for you. So let's go. Who wants to go first? So you can kind of teach us something about your business that you feel like, if everyone knew this about my business, that people would, uh, more people would get help.
I feel like in my business, just helping my friends get connected on their real estate deals. I used to try to compete and try to find my own deals and cold call, door knock, and do all that. And then I realized these other guys have been doing it for years, and they already have teams and systems um, built out. And their only limiting factor isn't the amount of deals that they can get, which was my limiting factor. It's the amount of money that they can get to keep deploying into new deals. So they have a lot of collateral, a lot of systems, and so they have reputations. So when I began lending money, I said, hey, like my like $10,000 or whatever I was going to lend, it isn't as valuable to them as their reputation is, because they're literally doing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a month and deal flow. So I've connected a few of my friends and family, connected some partners, and everyone's been super happy with the returns they've been getting. Like ideal client would be someone that doesn't want to worry about their money too much, wants it secured by real estate, with an actual legal note. Everything's official and done by the book, and wants to just sit and watch their money grow over a few months and then get it back or roll it into the next deal.
Really cool, man. It's really good to hear how people can put secure their money by real estate. I think that's very important, and become a bank too.
Yeah, and you can learn the process too. It's like you see the actual real property. You can look up how to find all the notes that are publicly recorded. You can look at see the process of what's happening with the deal. So it's kind of exciting. You get to learn too if that excites you too. But it's it shows you a whole different side, because when you're playing baseball on the actual field instead of on the sideline, you get to actually see what's the behind the scenes stuff, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I highly recommend people get into some type of real estate, because over the years it just gets better and better. And when I had all those rentals, those are the years I paid almost nothing in taxes because I could depreciate the buildings. It was crazy. Um, so I highly recommend getting into some type of either becoming a lender in real estate or having rentals. It's a really good thing to do. All right. Anyone else want to teach us something about your business?
I guess me is my ideal business or ideal client. I work with small and medium-sized businesses, especially those early stage or startups, especially solopreneurs. So what I look at is somebody who, just as an example, may have been a plumber with a plumbing firm and decided to go out on their own, and they're great at plumbing, but running the business is something completely different for them.
Hmm. That's an interesting, cool way to find clients that they're starting their business after being employed in the same business.
Yeah.
And have you found a source, like a way to find find out when a plumber leaves the company they've been with for a while to start their own?
Not specifically. I've been doing a lot of ads on Facebook and such.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
How's that working?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, it takes a while for people to realize they need what I provide.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I'm gonna start a business today and I'm gonna need a bookkeeper right away. They wait till they screw it up for about 3 or 6 months before they come to me.
God, that's sad.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a good part of business is getting doing the cleanup.
Yeah, yes, that's how you get a customers. And how's the referral working for you? Do you feel like you have a good system to get referrals from your past clients or current
Um,
clients?
Not so good yet. Still working on it.
Yeah, got to do it.
Yeah.
It's because if you're doing well with your clients, um, it may get to a point where there's no more ads needed. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
so if we're to have a metaphor of the bucket and the bucket has a leak, before we put more, goodies in the bucket, let's fix the leak. And I
Hmm.
believe the referral, having a referral that you enjoy talking about it, that you could do it every day, whether it's you paying a referral fee or sending a gift in the mail or a trip, uh, somewhere, depending on the size of the client. I highly recommend working on that and creating and getting excited about the referral package or the referral experience. So when new people come in to the your business, it it's 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 like something for life.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so work on that a little bit. I'm sure you could get creative and you could come up with some great ideas on. And if you need just research, how to create referral perks. Sure you get some good ideas there.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's start wrapping up real quick. I have an announcement for something that I programmed. I don't know if program is the right word, but I put together that's called the Super AI Employee. And the Super AI Employee is a voice agent that I'm going to be selling to businesses or leasing, actually leasing to businesses. And it's meant to answer questions and take orders, meaning and create sales or appointments, send text messages, and no more push one for this, press two for that. Not, so my goal is to um, have humans work on the things that robots cannot do. Work on the things that robots cannot do. At this point, if I call a super AI employee or call a business that has a super AI employee, like the ones I'm leasing, it can talk like a person. It can answer questions. It can book appointments, send text messages, send links, emails, take payments over the phone, um, update CRM contact information, add contact information to the CRM just by talking and listening. It's no longer about keywords. It's now thinking and reasoning. So when I'm programming, what they must do, it's no longer what's the word, scripts. It's no longer scripts. I'm working with AI that I just tell them what the goal is and they come up with what they're going to say. It's beyond keywords now. Now it's reasoning. So I'm excited about that. In the emails that I sent today, there's a number you can call so you can experience what a super AI employee sounds like. And we'll even, try to get you to sign up and right on the call. And that's what, it can do for your business too. And I'm taking referrals. I do pay 10% referral fee. And uh, call that number in the email and just test it so you can see what's possible. Because even you could come up with even better ideas that your super AI employee could do for your business. Sounds good?
Okay. Yep. We'll
All
take a
right.
look.
Fantastic. It was great spending time with you guys. You know, get out there and get the follow up and the referral system going. It will do wonders for your business for the next decades. And you know, have a fantastic month, and I'll see you next month.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank
using me
you.
as an example today.
Welcome. Yeah, I want to hear your successes.
Sounds good.
Okay, thanks. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.